Welcome to maths class, and this is Black Adam as your tutor. We have two equations there, x plus y plus 2 is equals to 0. So we look for the easy equation, which is x plus y plus 2 is equals to 0. So solving for x is equals to negative y negative 2, making it equation 1. So the other equation, which is x squared plus y squared is equals to 4, is a bit complicated for you to solve for either of them. So what we know from the easy equation, equation 1, we know that x is equals to negative y negative 2, so we write the complicated equation, which is x squared plus y squared is equals to 4. Now wherever there is x in the second equation, we put negative y negative 2. So that will mean that we have negative y squared plus y squared is equals to 4. So in the second expression, everything is in terms of y, so we can solve for y. So factoring that, which means negative y negative 2 squared, it means we have two of them. So negative y negative 2 multiplied by negative y negative 2 plus y squared is equals to 4. So that's what we have. And then from there, negative y times negative y, negative times negative is positive, and then y times y is going to be y squared. And then coming back there, negative y times negative 2 gives us positive 2y. And then negative y times negative 2, again once again we have 2y. And then we have negative 2 times negative 2 giving us positive 4. And then plus y squared giving us 4. Then from there we have y squared there, and then plus another y squared, which means we have two of them. We're going to have 2y squared. From 2y squared we have 2y plus 2y giving us 4y. We are grouping all the like terms, and then we have positive 4 there, and then that will be equals to 4. And then that means we have 2y squared plus 4y is equals to 4. That 4 goes to the from left to right, becomes negative 4. So we have 0. Now we have there and there. We need to factor the 2 and y. So 2 and y, factoring it out, giving us y plus let's say 2. So we can factor that back. It comes back to 2y squared plus 4y. And then that means either of them is equals to 0. So it's 2y is equals to 0, or we have y plus 2 is equals to 0. Then from there we can solve for y. So solving for y will mean that y is equals to 0 divided by 2, which is 0. And then we also have y, or we have y plus 2 is equals to 0, so y is equals to negative 2. And then y is equals to 0, that's part of our answer, or we have y is equals to negative 2. So those are the values for y. Now what we have to do, we need to find x. So x, we use equation 1, which is x is equals to negative y negative 2. So we put one value of y at a time. We are using negative 2 there, so x is going to be instead of y, it's going to be 0, okay. And then substituting 0 there in the equation, we have x is equals to negative 2. And then we also have, where y is negative 2, we have x is equals to negative bracket negative 2, and minus 2. So that means you have positive 2, negative 2, they cancel out. So that means that we have 0. So that gives us another option for x, which is 0. So those are the answers we have. As you can see, those are the answers we done. So our answer would be y is equals to 0, or y is equals to negative 2, and then x is equals to negative 2, or x is equals to 0. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.